Hey guys, it's Jess. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm finally doing my 200K Q&A and I'm really excited because I've never done a Q&A before and I'm a little nervous too because, you know, I asked you guys to ask me anything and y'all kind of went in. So I'm going to be answering a lot of the questions that you guys have had. I just want to give a little disclaimer, you know, if you're a little judgy, okay, just go ahead and exit stage left because I'm just about to be honest with you guys as much as I can. Does this look slanted to you guys or am I tripping? And I am also coming to you guys from my humble abode. I'm in my bed right now because, you know, I feel like we're about to get like a little more personal, so I wanted to just bring you guys more into like, you know, where all the magic happens. I'm just kidding, there's literally no magic happening here at all. Literally nothing. Like I said, I asked you guys to ask me some questions on my Instagram channel or on my Instagram page maybe like 2 weeks ago. If you're not following me on Instagram, you can follow me at only1jess_. Plug that in. So I'm just gonna go ahead and read off the questions and answer them for you guys. Some of these names I can't pronounce, so I'm just gonna do the best that I can. So Naturally Britt wants to know, what is my favorite way to style my hair? And I'm wearing it right now. I'm just recently fell in love with braid outs, so I've been doing braid outs and I've been stretching them and it's been working out pretty good for me. Just giving you guys a little close up of what my braid outs be looking like. Poppin'. Tiffany Anise wants to know, do you feel more pressure as a Christian YouTuber to limit yourself to certain things you can or cannot do because of your religion? If so, how do you stay strong in your beliefs? Now this is a really good question because I do kind of feel that way. And I guess this could possibly be a whole nother video, but I feel like people think that, one, because I'm a YouTuber, that I have to be like this perfect patty. But on top of that, since I'm a Christian and I'm a YouTuber, people really hold me to like an extremely high standard that I don't know if I can always meet. And, you know, sometimes people will say things to me and like, oh, I hear the music in the background of your videos, like it's not gospel, or, you know, the shirt that you're wearing is showing too much cleavage, or you said hell in one of your videos. And it's just like, you know what? I mean, I'm not perfect. I'm literally just, you know, I'm just me, and I've come a long way from where I used to be, trust me. So I hate that people feel like they can judge me off of what they see now when they have no idea how ratchet I used to be. Like, I am so much better. But yes, I do feel pressure to limit myself to certain things. And it's not necessarily pressure because there's certain things that as a Christian I don't desire to do. I really feel like I have to tiptoe around a lot of things that I say sometimes. And then sometimes I'm just kind of like, you know what? I'm not here to please everyone as well. It's just, girl, the answer is yes, I do. Okay. And she also wants to know, how do you stay strong in your beliefs? You gotta stay in the Word. I have to read my Bible. I try to read my Bible every single day, at least 5 times a week. I have to stay in my Word. I have to stay in constant communication with God. I'm always praying because look, sometimes I really be wanting to pop off on some of these comments, but I just gotta be like, God bless, have a good day. And I could not do that if I did not have the strength of Jesus Christ going through my veins, because y'all really be trying it, but it's okay. Julie, I can't say this. Julie _ I have no idea, wants to know, would I ever silk press my hair? Yes, I would, but I have to find the right stylist to do it. I'm not sure if I would do it by myself yet, and I don't know. I have tried to straighten my hair earlier on this year. I did record a video, but I didn't post it because it was just it didn't come out good at all. But my hair bounced back. I didn't get any heat damage or anything, but I would. Yes, I would. I'm sorry, my answers are so long. Yes, I would. Yo, that's Tayla. She wants to know, what are my insecurities? Whew, girl. Oh my gosh. It's so hard to talk about my insecurities without like getting choked up. I literally feel like tears coming in my eyes right now. Can you guys see? Do you guys see? Just, you know, when I was growing up, like nowadays being dark skinned is cool, like melanin poppin' and like dark skin beauty and black queen and all that stuff, but it wasn't always really easy. And you know, a lot of things that people say to you or things that happen to you when you're younger, they like haunt you forever. And that's kind of what I'm going through. Y'all ain't gonna lie, it's kind of hot. It's hot in here, okay? Excuse the excess skin, but it's hot in here, and I'm not gonna burn up just because people are, you know, offended by seeing my shoulders. I'm sorry, it's hot. Anyways, so I sometimes am insecure about my skin color. I feel like on the last thing, like the first Cream of Nature thing that I went on, the Color Crush, I was the only dark skinned girl, and I was with 3 other lighter skinned girls, and I just, you know, sometimes feel like, oh my gosh, I'm not as pretty as them or whatever. So I definitely have an insecurity with my skin color sometimes. I don't voice it a lot because I hate feeling pity. I don't want people to be like, oh my god, but you're so beautiful and blah blah blah. It's just how I feel, and I know that this sounds cocky, but yes, I know that I am beautiful, but that doesn't change the fact that I have insecurities. I'm insecure about my eyeballs. Sometimes I feel like they're way too big, and I have a huge insecurity on my nose. And I feel like I'm too skinny. I've always wanted like a bigger butt or like thicker thighs. What else? Oh girl, we could be here all day. Yeah, I always thought my voice was too deep. I don't know. You asked, and there's my answer. Alright, so Kimmy Newton 330 says, my questions are, I'm currently transitioning and I'm currently dealing with frizzy hair and tips on how to combat it, and do you ever use the Garnier Fructis shampoo and conditioner? No, never used Garnier Fructis. How to deal with frizzy hair. A lot of the times when I was dealing with frizz is because I was taking my styles out before they were 100% dry. If you're gonna do a twist out or a braid out, and you take it out when it's 95% dry or 98% dry, it has to be 100% dry, or else there's a 100% chance that you will experience some type of frizz. So make sure that your styles are drying before you take them out. Don't try to do any shortcuts and be like, oh well, it's almost dry, because it'll look good for the first little bit, maybe, but it's not gonna last. Kinky Curly Kayla wants to know, who is my new boo? She says, who's your new boo, girl with the eyeballs? My new boo, I don't have one. I know you guys seen in my snaps or in my Instagram stories the other day, I was with this guy. I thought you guys would catch on because he looks a lot like me, and it's because he's my brother. I have 2 brothers. I have 2 older brothers, and they're both very good looking. So whenever I'm with them, or if I post a picture with them or anything, people are just like, ooh girl, and I'm just like, ooh girl, they're both married. And that's not even the first thing. They're my brothers. They're married, they have kids. No new boo here. Sorry. Alright, next. Kimmy J says, can you be my friend in real life? Yes, come to Port St. Lucie, we can hang out. Alright, XO Abby XO wants to know, do I want to dye my hair any other colors? And I don't really have a desire to dye my hair any other colors but back to black eventually. I tried the honey blonde, now I'm at red, and I feel like I'm going to stay at this red for a while before I dye my hair again, but eventually, maybe I won't even dye it. Eventually I am going to just let it grow out and just go back to black. But I don't think I have any more desires. I've tried the purple on my relaxed hair, that was fun. I did the blonde or the honey blonde, light brown, whatever, now I'm red, and I just don't really know if any other color would really suit me. I don't want to do blue, green, purple again. Maybe, but I don't have any plans, but you never know what could happen. Goofiest B wants to know, how do you deal with people in school that are distractions from God? I already tried avoiding them, but that didn't work. Sometimes, girl, you just need to cut people off and love them from a distance. Just cut them off. You just gotta cut them off. And if you have to explain to them what it is and they get mad at you and call you boring or like, oh, you're fake, or you switching up, then it is what it is. But you gotta take care of yourself, your mindset, your spiritual being, your well-being, health, all that stuff. Take care of yourself first. Don't worry about what your friends have to say, because obviously they're not your friends. If they are distracting you or making you feel some type of way for needing that time apart, then they're not your real friends. So cut them off, girl. Get them scissors and cut them off. Miss Johnson 51 wants to know, who is my role model? Absolutely, it's my mother. My mother is my role model. She is literally a Proverbs 31 woman. She's so amazing. And I know you guys have seen her in one of my videos. It's called Turning My Mom Into Me. And you see our bond. We're so close. She's such an amazing mom. She's an amazing wife. She's so awesome. She really is. And I have another role model. I've never told her this, but there's a lady from my church, Auntie Donna. If you're watching this, shout out to you. I really respect her. She's. Why am I getting emotional? I don't know. Yes, I do have role models. My mom and Auntie Donna from church. I respect you a lot. Do you drink alcohol? Oh, y'all nosy. Okay. Y'all want to go there. Okay, yes, I do drink alcohol. I want to call myself a, what do they call those? A social drink or not? Like a, I don't know. Is this a social drinker? I don't know. I don't drink very often. Sometimes I'll drink on the weekends. Like, I don't drink a lot. I know it sounds like I'm trying to, like, justify my drinking, but I don't drink a lot. Sometimes I get out of hand. I'm working on it, y'all. I just like to have a great time, but sometimes I overdo it. You know, I need to stick to the 2-drink minimum. One time I had to just fast from drinking because I was just out of hand. I was just having too much fun, but I had to bring it back. I know you're supposed to have a sober mind, and I found myself not having a sober mind a lot. And just depending on my friends to be like, hey, look, bro, I'm gonna turn up tonight, so make sure you looking out for me or whatever. But as a Christian and even as a woman, I don't feel like we should ever really be out of control like that, because this world is crazy and people will take advantage of you. And I just don't think it's even safe. Not even just as a Christian, just as like a woman in general. Or man, if you're watching this, just, it's crazy out there. So keep your mind sober. But yes, I do drink. I'm not afraid to have a glass of wine. I love wine. And when I get married, I'm probably gonna have an open bar at my wedding. I know. Y'all gonna say what y'all wanna say, but just keeping it real. How do you balance school and your business ventures? So it's not really hard to handle both right now, like YouTube and like doing like the business trips and school. It's just, I have to stay motivated and I have to prioritize my time. Like, I can't be watching This Is Us for 6 hours a day and expect to get everything done, which I have been doing all week, which is why last week there were no videos. There were no videos last week, I'm sorry. Zaya wants to know, what are your plans for the future? So basically, how do you see your life in 5 years? In 5 years, let's see, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. I hope to be married. That's a really big desire of mine, is to be married. I would like to be married. I Cause I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm trying to, no sex till marriage. And your girl, it's hot in here, But I mean, obviously that's not the only reason I want to get married. I'm such a loving person. I have so much love to give. I just want to give it to someone. I've always had a desire to be a wife. Maybe in 5 years, I'd probably have a kid. Eventually, I want to have at least 3, but 4 max kids. I don't really necessarily love kids, but I feel like I would really love my own kids. Yeah, I would like to be a wife. Definitely still doing hair ventures. I'm not 100% sure if I will still be doing YouTube videos in 5 years. I would hope that I could branch out and be doing other things at that point, and I don't know how long YouTube is gonna be around. But if it's still around, maybe hopefully I'll be doing like vlogs by then. I can like change into like a more of a vlog type deal, because there's only so many natural hair videos we can do. We're running out, you guys, and I know you guys can see it. I know y'all can tell. Yeah, I can't read this name, I'm not even gonna lie. W_Andrew Ramanji or something like that wants to know, did dyeing your hair ever change your curl pattern or porosity? I don't think it changed my porosity at all. It's scientifically proven that it's gonna change my curl pattern. For me personally, I didn't see such a huge change. It's hard to tell because your hair, girl, probably. Just look at my old videos and compare it to my new ones if you guys really wanna know. Because no matter what I say, someone's gonna disagree, so I don't know. Oh, I just answered this. Julie_Defofa. I'm sorry, girl. She said, do you see yourself getting married and having kids one day? Yes, 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 and yes. Jam, I cannot read these names, I'm sorry. But someone asked me, have people said dumb or ignorant stuff about your hair or your beautiful dark skin? Funny you should ask. Yes, people do say things that aren't so nice about my hair. Like the other day, some girl said I look like a clown with my red hair. People just say a lot of stuff. I've been called a monkey, black biatch. Yeah, but the bigger you become, the more fame you get, the more people are gonna hate you. So, or hate on you or whatever. But it really just shows more about that person. then it says about me. But people have gotten so comfortable with saying things over the internet that they know they will get popped in the mouth for if they said it in someone's face. So people are just so quick to say whatever they want on the internet, and it's just part of the it comes with the territory. It's part of the job or whatever. I've been learning to not let it affect me as much. Sometimes some things that people say still bothers me, and sometimes I respond and sometimes I don't, but I always make sure I respond with class, and I make sure that I kill people with kindness. And whenever I respond to someone, I maybe my intentions aren't great, but I respond so nicely because I want them to know, like, dang, I feel stupid now. Like, I'm sorry. I'm most of the time always going to respond nicely or do a friendly clap back. Like the other day, this girl was like, girl, your hair is damaged. It looks like how mine used to look. Like, girl, I know. And I was like, dang, sis, I'm so sorry your hair is damaged. Like, dang, I'm sorry. My bad. Like, dang, I'm sorry. You know, like, I'm never going to be like, well, you know what? Blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't have time for that because I just don't. It's not in me to do that. Actually, I ain't gonna lie, it is in me to do it. And sometimes I really be wanting to do it, but it's not worth it. I'll put it that way. It's not worth it. I'm not gonna have anyone take me out of my character. But please believe that doesn't mean that if someone steps to me incorrectly that I'm not going to defend myself. Sometimes I'm not gonna bother. I don't respond to every mean comment. I rather put that energy into responding to nice comments. But yeah, people think that since I'm a YouTuber or since I'm a Christian YouTuber that I am not supposed to respond or I'm not allowed to, but I ain't gonna have people slap me up and have people think that I ain't gonna say nothing. It'll be nice. I'm gonna respond. It's gonna be nice, but I'm still, if I feel led, I'll say something. One time this girl said something mean to me and I responded back nicely, and then her response was, oh my gosh, you responded. I didn't think you would. I love your channel so much. And I'm like, girl, if you don't get, underscore Nesenia wants to know, what type of hair do you have? I'm pretty sure I have 4A, 4B hair. How long have I been natural? I've been natural, okay, let me break this down for you guys. I have been natural for 2 years, but I transitioned for 11 months, but we'll call it a year just to make the math easy. So this is 3 years of growth on my head, including trims, blah, blah. So this is 3 years of natural hair on my head, but I transitioned for a year. I've been completely natural, like no relaxed ends for 2 years. 3 years of growth, okay? Okay. Would you ever come out with your own natural hair products? I've thought about it, but I'm kind of scared of like the liabilities and stuff. Like what if it makes someone's hair fall out, or what if someone gets an allergic reaction, or I don't want to be responsible for that. So I don't know. I'd have to get together with some really good scientists who know what they're doing. And I don't know. Maybe in the future. Right now, I'm not going to jump ahead of myself right now. Would I ever do a meet and greet? Eventually, probably. I am a little afraid of meet and greets because you just never know people's intentions. And I'm so scarred from, do you guys remember that girl from The Voice? I forgot her name. But she had like a signing after her concert, and then someone came and shot her or stabbed her or something, and she died that night. And it just scares me because people's intentions are so bad. So many angry and jealous people in the world, and I just... But if y'all see me in the streets, holla at me, you know? I always get confused when I see people. I don't know, like, I'm a hugger, and sometimes I feel like I've hugged someone, they're like, ugh, and I'm like, oh God, I'm sorry. But I just never want people to think that I'm like stuck up, and I'm like, no pictures, please. Like, no, I don't know. If you ever see me, don't be afraid to say hi. Oh my God, this is a good question. Melanin underscore nay, I don't know. Do you ever go through depression or such because of your hair and body and skin color? I've never gone through a depression because of my hair or body or skin color, but I feel like I have been depressed because of school and just like things happening in my life, like my love life and school. It's just like, I would just like sleep all day and just like cry all the time, and girl, it's not a fun place to be, and just question God, be like, God, why do you hate me, and foolishness. But I feel like I have been depressed before, but yeah. Do I have any projects or new ventures outside of YouTube? Not yet. I'm thinking about stuff. Like I said, I don't want to jump ahead of myself, and I don't want to start anything too early before it's time. I'm thinking about it, but it has to be the right time and it has to be the right thing. Do you still use Eco Styler gel? No, I don't. What's my favorite dessert, snack, and dish? My favorite dessert is Snickers cheesecake. My favorite snack is salt and vinegar chips. And my favorite dish is ackee and saltfish. It's a Jamaican dish. But if we being American, I love me some Chick-fil-A. What was your high school experience like? Any sports, fights, accomplishments, or drama? Girl, I feel like we went to high school together because that question is very specific. And yes, I ran track. That was my main thing. I was real good at that. I did get in a fight in high school. I got expelled from school. Got kicked out. And accomplishments, I graduated high school with 3.0. Is that an accomplishment? I guess. Drama, of course. Oh my gosh. I went through so much drama in high school. Just like boys and just girls being mean. I remember my first time going to a black school is when I got kicked out of my other school. I transferred to Piper High School in Sunrise, Florida. And I was just, I went to a white school my entire life. And now here I am in 11th grade. Or was it 12th grade? Is it 11th grade or 10th grade? I don't remember. Going to this black school. And I'm not gonna lie, all the boys were very intrigued by me. Whatever. Because I guess I was different and I wasn't like ratchet or loud and ghetto. Little did they know I am loud, but I just wasn't at the time. And all the girls, they hated me. They were like, why are you so happy all the time? Like, why you talk like that? Blah, blah. And I'm just like, I'm just me. But I grew on them over time. If you could visit anywhere in the world, where would you visit? Santorini, baby. I really want to go to Dubai one day. Dubai. Zambia. My friend just went to Zambia and it's so beautiful. There's a few places on my bucket list that I am going to go to. It's not even a I wish, like I am going to go. Absolutely. Do you desire to do something else besides YouTube career-wise? If so, what is it? I always wanted to be a singer. Like I always wanted to be a singer. Like maybe I'll do a story time or get ready with me, but I've tried out for American Idol, tried out for The Voice, tried out for the X Factor, the talent shows and all this stuff. And y'all, don't get me wrong, I could sing, so I don't know. It just wasn't God's plan for me, but I'm a preacher's daughter. Every preacher's daughter knows how to sing, but that's what I really wanted to do. I wanted to be a singer. God had other plans for me, and now all of a sudden I have this like burning desire to be like a motivational speaker or like some sort of like women's preacher and like encouraging young girls to like live for Christ or like take care of their bodies and blah blah blah. But I just did this speaking engagement the other day and I realized how much work I need. I got in front of like 20 kids and I was speaking so fast, like I was nervous and I was just like like I feel like I do that sometimes now. I normally speak really fast, but I was just like JJ the jet plane. I was out of there. So I need some work before I get to where I want to go. But I feel like I'm happy with what I'm doing now. I love being a YouTuber. It's the biggest blessing that I have received thus far. So really happy with this now. What advice would you give to a new YouTuber who is just getting started? It's just Miko. Girl, let me tell you, advice. If you really want to do this, quit your job. No, I'm just kidding. That's definitely a joke. Even though my channel didn't really start popping off until I did quit my job, but I was able to do that. But first, you want to be a YouTuber, take a second and ask yourself, like, can I really, like, is this for me? Am I entertaining? Because YouTube changes a lot now, and yes, people are looking for certain things. So 1, am I entertaining? 2, do I know what I'm talking about? Do you have product knowledge of whatever you're going to be doing? If you're doing fashion, like, are you really fashionable? Ask yourself that. I'm sorry, you got to be real with yourself. Am I fashionable? Is my hair even in a good condition to be doing hair channels? Like, do I know what I'm talking about? Do I have exciting ideas? Am I about to make a fool out of myself? Can I sing? If you're going to do a singing channel, can I really sing? Am I good? Ask yourself, what are you about to do? Don't do it because it's popular. Do it because you're good at it and you want to help other people. Make sure you have thick skin, okay? Because people are going to try you. And if you come back at everybody, it's not good for branding. And it's just, you're going to drive yourself crazy if you respond to every rude comment. So, let's see. Do you have time? Because you can come out with one great video, but you have to be consistent. I know people say this all the time, but you have to be consistent. You have to be patient. Do you give up easily? My first video, I deleted it, but in 6 months it got like 1,000 views. Is that like, that's horrible. I get 1,000 views in like 30 minutes now. So, not to brag, but I'm just saying it takes time to get where you want to get to. Do you have the proper equipment? Do you have a nice background? Do you have good lighting in your house? And you don't need these things, but I'm telling you, in 2018, almost 2019, you have a lot of catching up to do. And I'm just keeping it real. I'm giving you the real advice that people aren't gonna tell you. You have a lot of catching up to do. Do you have what it takes? Be honest with yourself. Do you have what it takes? If you do, go ahead. Do your thing. Whew, I'm getting thirsty. All right, so Ann2095 wants to know what made you decide to start a YouTube channel. I used to spend hours watching other people like Natural85 and other people doing YouTube videos, and I was like, man, I can do this too. Like, I'm entertaining. I can do this. And I just really, I prayed about it, and I just felt this tingling in my stomach, like, girl, just do it. Do it, do it, do it. And I would write out like a whole list of things that I could do, and I was ready. I just felt that burning desire, like, girl, this is for you. So go get it, go do it. And then I did it. And now I'm here, Do you have a desire to move out? Absolutely. Not out of, she said maybe out of state. Nah, I'm pretty much almost positive I'm gonna stay in Florida forever. But I am ready to move out of the city that I live in now. I have got to get out of here, you guys. You have no idea. What advice can you give about keeping a close relationship with God? Love you, girl. Love you too, Claire. Like I said before, you have got to be in your word and pray constantly. That's what's working for me. Even when things are not going well in my life, if I just sit there and I'm like, oh God, Jesus hates me, and why is this not working out for me? Like, I don't want to talk to you anymore. You're obviously not real. You're not keeping me in mind. You don't love me, blah, blah, blah. You just get down on yourself. You gotta push forward. Through the heartbreak, through the tears, through things not working out, through you getting fired, through you getting broken up with, through your friends be saying mean things about you, cling to Jesus more. The worse your life gets, cling to God. Cling to Him. Read your Bible. Watch Heather. I would spend hours watching Heather Lindsay and Mike Todd from Transformation Church, just listening to speakers encourage you and hearing about other people's stories. And it just helps me get a closer relationship with God. All my friends, for the most part, have relationships with God. They're close with God, so that when we get together, we can help build each other up. So find you some Christian friends, find you a good church, find you a good Christian man. If you are with someone, if you're a Christian, I'm talking to my Christian ladies here. If you're not a Christian, this doesn't apply to you. And I still love you. I have nothing against people who are not Christians. You do your thing, love you just the same. Anyways, but if you're a Christian woman and you're dating a man who is not a Christian and you're trying to figure out why you can't stay close to God. Oh, okay, are we here? We're here, good. What makes you the happiest? I love being around my family. I love my brothers and seeing them with their wives and kids. Like, it just makes me so happy. Like, honestly, maybe I'm emotional, but I'm getting teary-eyed just thinking about it. I just love being around my family and being around my friends. Like, oh, I love it. I also like being by myself, but I really, really love like Christmas and Thanksgiving and like our nephews and nieces' birthday parties and like weddings and like gender reveals. I just love being happy and watching other people be happy. XOXO Cookie said, life update please. Y'all, if I gave y'all a life update right now, let me tell you, it would be 3 minutes long and you would be really bored because nothing's happening. But I think maybe for my birthday's in 2 months, in January, I'll be turning 27. Things may change by then. You know, I got some things brewing. Maybe, maybe not. I'll give you a life update in a couple of months. Diana wants to know, what was my job before YouTube? Before YouTube, I was working at a center that helps children with autism find behavior analysts to help them, more so help the parents and help the kids cope in everyday lives. So that's what I was doing. Happy Child Shauna wants to know, what motivates you in life to get up and go another day? By the way, I love you. Thank you. I love you too. Thank you for supporting me. What motivates me in life to get up and go another day is just thinking how far God has brought me and the plans that He has for me. I know are great, but they're not going to come to fruition if I stay in my bed and cry about the things that I don't have. And there has been a lot of days where I have stayed in my bed and cried about the things that I don't have, but crying about things that you don't have doesn't help them come to you any faster. So just knowing that God has blessed me with these things, and if I slack off now, they might not be here anymore and I won't continue to grow. So just, you gotta pump yourself up sometimes. Just get up and go. Someone wants to know if I have any plans on going back to school or if I'm still in school. Yes, I'm still in school. And I'm not even gonna lie, right now I'm really struggling with finishing school. Like, I'm in school right now, I'm gonna finish off this semester, and I'm really struggling on if I should go back or not. Because hear me out, y'all. Let's get a little closer. I feel like society has just bashed it into everyone's head that if you don't have a degree, you're not successful, or you didn't do something right in life, or you're a quitter, or you didn't persevere, or whatever. But the main goal for you to go to college is to find your career so you can make money. Do I feel like I'm in my career and making money now? Yes. Yes, I am. I am doing very well for myself right now. And then on top of that, people are like, well, make sure you have a backup plan. But then I feel like I know that this is what God wants me to do, and I know that there are other things that God has called me to do that have nothing to do with a degree. I can get those without a degree. I have no doubt that this is going to work out for me. And when people tell me to get a backup plan, I feel like they're doubting, not just myself, but they're doubting my God who told me, go ahead and quit your job and do this. So it's not a cop-out or an excuse for why I want to stop going to school, but also so many people who have gotten a degree. If you're watching right now and you have your degree and you're not working in your field, just leave a comment below. Just let me know that I'm not crazy. So many people graduate and they're not doing what they want to do. I am so tired of spending my money on school because I do have to pay out of pocket. I'm tired of spending my money on school just so that I can impress other people. And when people are asking me like, oh, what are you doing now? I can say, oh, I'm a YouTuber, but I am also in school, because people don't take YouTube serious. They don't think it's a real job. And if you don't think it's a real job, that's fine, but I'm still, you know, money is in the bank. Shorty, what you think? So I just don't know. I just feel like I'm being pressured to stay in school just because it looks good and it sounds good, but school is probably the main thing right now that makes me the most unhappy. I am so unhappy with going to school, and I just feel like my purpose has nothing to do with a degree, with a piece of paper on the wall. I just don't know. A lot of times people will ask me like, oh, you know, why are you going to school? And my answer will be to make my parents happy, or to make other people happy, and so that my kids can see like, hey, mommy went to school. But never, my answer is never like, oh, I'm going to school for myself so I can graduate and feel accomplished, because school doesn't make me feel accomplished. Hitting 200,000 subscribers makes me feel accomplished. Going on business trips to other states and getting paid for it, and you know, people wanting to, brands wanting to work with me because of what I build, makes me feel accomplished. School doesn't. So I'm just keeping it real with you guys. Even though I only have a year left, like out of the 10 years that I've been going, I'm so close to finishing. I just, right now, I'm not sure. I'm just gonna keep it real. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. Now, I'm not giving anyone an excuse to drop out of school or stop going to school because, oh, Jess is not going to school and she turned out fine. Like, that's not it. This is just the plan that I feel like God has for me. I just don't feel like it involves school. And it's so funny how people will always say, y'all, sorry, I'm ranting right now. I'm ranting. But that's it for right now. I'm gonna finish this semester, and then when springtime comes around or January comes around to start again, I'm gonna have to reevaluate some things, because at the end of the day, school will always be here. So I can always go back if I feel the need to. But just right now, I really just don't think that's where I need to be right now. Just saying. Okay, let's wrap this up a little bit. I'll do a few more. How do you keep up your positivity? And have people ever talked about your natural hair or new color? I spoke about that a little bit. Yes, people have said things about my color. You guys know I mentioned this a million times, and I don't want to sound like a broken record, but when I first dyed my hair, people were not nice about it. People are a lot nicer about this color, but still people have something to say. People will always have something to say. So I'm just going to do what I want to do regardless, because people will always... I bet money when I dye my hair back to the original color that people originally met me with, most of you guys, people will be like, oh my god, you look better with blonde hair, you look better with red hair. So it just doesn't matter. That's not even what you asked me, but yeah. What else did you ask? How do I keep up my positivity? Keeping surrounded with great friends, not holding things in. Like if I feel like I need to talk to someone about something, I will. I have really great friends. Just shout some of you guys out: Lisa, Sean, Jonathan, Shakira, Alicia, my cousins, Samantha, Tiff. I love you guys so much. You guys are always there for me. My pastor, Uncle Gary, he's literally the best. My mom, my dad, my brothers, my sisters-in-law. Like, God, why am I so emotional? Like, why am I getting choked up? But I have a lot of people who, you know, check on me. Simone, Shelly, like I just have so many people. Alright y'all, I really gotta wrap this up because my camera has stopped the video like 4 times already. This is gonna be so long, I'm sorry. Anyways, staying positive, being around good people, keeping constant communication with God. I pray a lot. I pray a lot. I pray a lot. And yeah, just not beating myself up about things that I can't change. I just can't. And last but not least, probably what most of you guys are waiting for. This is, I was really struggling if I wanted to answer this question or not because of, you know, people are just so judgy and they want me to be perfect, and I feel like I'm gonna let people down when I answer this question. But somebody asked me if I was a virgin. And no, I'm not. I'm not. Yes, I am a Christian, and yes, lust is something that I used to struggle with so much, and I still struggle with lustful thoughts in my head a lot, but I've gotten so much better. I've been celibate for a really long time now. But yes, and then the girl, she DM'd me, she's like, I'm sorry for asking that, but I'm a young Christian and people don't talk about it. And I understand, like, I wish more young Christian women spoke to me about sex and virginity and all that stuff and soul ties when I was younger, so I could understand more. It's not just, oh, don't have sex because you're gonna get pregnant. Because once I found out, like, oh, hey, I didn't get pregnant, I was like, oh, bet, it's not true. Like, what other reason is there to not do that? And I found out the hard way that there's so many other reasons not to have sex before you get married. And other people do choose to do that, and you know, that's the way you want to live your life. I'm not judging anybody because yeah, I'm still working on these things, you know? So anyways, somebody wanted to know, no, I'm not. And that's a great way to end this service, this sermon here. Thank you guys for sending in all those questions. Thank you guys for helping me reach 200,000 subscribers. I love you guys so much. Like, it's like I knew I would get here, but it's like I never thought I'd be here, if that makes sense. It's nuts. But appreciate you guys so much. I have no idea how long this video is gonna turn out to be. Sorry if it was like 45 minutes long or something. Anyways, I'm making it longer by continuing to talk. But love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.